So, good morning student. Today we are going to start our new class and our lesson 1 is in progress, that is nutrition in plants, and topic which is running, that is carnivorous insectivorous plants. So, let us take a quick revision which we have already studied in our previous classes and which the topic was already in progress. So, our topic heterotrophic nutrition was in progress actually. Heterotrophic nutrition, and in this heterotrophic nutrition, so according to the mode of the nutrition, heterotrophic nutrition, 4 categories are divided. Total how many categories are divided? 4 categories are divided of the plants, out of which the first one was parasitic, second one was saprophytic, third one was carnivorous, fourth one was symbiotic. So out of that we have already completed parasitic, saprophytic. In carnivorous we have completed 3 examples. 3 examples already completed, 4th remaining. So let me tell you about the parasitic first. Parasitic are those which are taking their nutrition from the other body or from the other living organisms. That is called parasitic. They are living on that body and they are taking their nutrition from that body only. Saprophytic, those who are taking their food or who are taking their nutrition from the dead and decayed organisms or decomposed organisms. That is called saprophytic nutrition, mode of nutrition, or saprophytic plants. Those kind of plants are called saprophytic plant. Next one was carnivorous plant, means those who are just eating the insects, who are just digesting the insects. Those are called carnivorous insectivorous plants. And in this carnivorous insectivorous plant, we have already discussed about the 3 examples, and those example was number 1 Venus flytrap, we have discussed in detail. Second one was sundew. Third one was pitcher plant. And the fourth one which is remain, that was bladderwort. So let me tell you what is the bladderwort actually. Bladderwort, it is a structure which is bladder in form, means along with the leaves or with the attachment of the leaves, bladder like structure is formed like this, right? Suppose this is a leaf, right? So along with this leaf, this bladder like structure is formed whose one end is open, right, and remaining part is covered up with the tissues, right? Now what happens in this bladder, actually insects came inside, and when the insects came inside, then it digests the insect, it takes the nutrition from the insect, and this kind of plant is called bladderwort, right? So bladderwort is what which are attached to its leaf with one end as an opening. Definition we can write, which are attached to its leaves at one end with one opening, right? So this is the definition which you can use in bladderwort, and flap of tissue which forms the dog. After that, they suck in tiny insects and then digestive juices are released. And inside the bladder, the insects are going to be digested. After that, our new thing, the symbiotic plants are going to be started. So let me start our fourth category, fourth type, and that is symbiotic plants. So fourth one is there, symbiotic plants. Those plants which get mutually benefited with each other. Those plants are called symbiotic plants. Those plants which get mutually benefited with each other. Those are called symbiotic plants. Right? Means the one plant is living on the body of another plant, getting its food from that plant and providing its shelter and protection. It means both are providing something to each other. That kind of plants are called symbiotic plants. For example, lichens. Lichens are what? Actually plant. It is the name of the plant, category of the plant, right? Which special category due to the symbiotic plant. And what happens in lichens? Two things are present. One is algae and second one is fungi. So algae and fungi both are living on each other. Both are attached with each other. And what happens actually? Algae prepare food, and fungi provide shelter and protection. So according to this, both are what? Actually both are mutually benefited. दोनों को फायदा हो रहा है. If both are mutually benefited, then they are coming under symbiotic plants. And the example for the symbiotic plant, that is lichens. What is the example? Lichen. Let me tell you the second example. What is the second example actually? You have listened up rhizobium. Rhizobium plants. Right? Rhizobium plant, which two things are present? Rhizobium bacteria and root nodules. Right? What is happening actually? Rhizobium bacteria provide nitrogen to the plant. They are providing what? Nitrogen to the plant. Root nodules are providing or preparing food for the plant. And for rhizobium bacteria. Also. Yes or no? Now rhizobium plants are actually called leguminous plant. Means all the leguminous plants comes under this category of all the leguminous plants. Leguminous plant, for example, the plants of the pulses. They are just coming under leguminous plants. So, let me tell you once again that all the leguminous plants are coming under the category symbiotic plant. The first example is there, that is lichens. That is also coming under symbiotic plant. What is the definition of the symbiotic plant? Those plants which get mutually benefited with each other, those are called symbiotic plant. So, this is the topic which we have discussed today. Now, let me give you some examples, some homework which you can do at your home. Try to solve out the answer of these questions which I am giving you, and it is mandatory and necessary to complete your homework. It is definitely going to benefit you during the exam. So, homework for today. Question number 1. What are bladder warts? Question number 2. Which special structure is present in bladder wart? Question number 3. What are symbiotic plants? Means definition you have to. Give one example of symbiotic plant. So, this is your homework for today. Try to discuss this homework, try to solve out this homework, do it in your notebook and try to learn it also. Thank you class, thank you very much for